Hi and welcome to Game Talk. In this video I will be discussing my list of top 5 upcoming games. So let's get right into it. This is one game I don't know anything about. I know there's a lot of hype around this game, along with a lot of love for the first one, which has just built up my curiosity for what this game is. The excitement at the announcement of it was crazy, and it was just an announcement of the game being in development. This just shows how much people love this game. And it's understandable because the first game reviewed very well all around and was praised for its setting and narrative. And I think this game should be a good jumping in point, since Beyond Good and Evil 2 is going to be a prequel, so it should be fine for newcomers and fans of the original alike. Looking at the pre-alpha gameplay footage, it seems a bit overwhelming being able to travel to different planets and going to space, but it will be awesome if they manage to pull it off. And being basically a space pirate sounds cool. The combat looks like it still needs some work though, so do the environments, but I should mention that this is old footage of the gameplay, and I'm sure it will look much better now. I am honestly just interested to see how this game will turn out, since I'm unsure on what to expect from it. We also haven't heard anything else about the game for quite some time, so we'll have to wait and see when it releases, which looks like it will be a very long time.
Buon appetito!
I really don't know what to think of this game. At times this game looks great, and other times it looks like it controls stiff for some reason. And I know that's a crazy thing to say without having played it, but it just looks that way to me. So it makes sense that the first impressions of the game were pretty mixed from what I've heard. The online component of the game sounds interesting, but also confusing. It raised questions like, is this primarily an online game? Is the story campaign just phoned in? But despite all the questions, this game does look very cinematic. It basically does look like a Marvel movie. And yes, I know there has been the issue of why they do not look like their movie counterparts, but that doesn't bother me too much. I guess I find it easier to look at both the movie and the game as their own separate takes on the Avengers. Being able to play as the Avengers just sounds exciting. To be able to smash enemies with Hulk, fly around with Iron Man, throw Mjolnir with Thor and have it come back, pull off acrobatic fighting moves with Black Widow, and throw that iconic shield with Captain America. Makes me want to play the game, and with the current trend of superhero games being great, it's hard not to have high expectations from this game. This game is by developer Sucker Punch, and that alone piques my interest, as I love the infamous series by them. So I expect Ghost of Tsushima to be as good, if not better, than those games. And I know I say this about a lot of games, but if it wasn't obvious, this game looks beautiful. This shot of the main character riding his horse through the field looks gorgeous. And the beautiful vibrancy of the colors along with the lighting in this fighting scene that they showed off at E3 looks unreal. Also, since we are on the topic of combat, the gameplay in these scenes looks brutal yet elegant in a way you would expect a samurai to fight. Now, not much is known about this game. The most we've seen of it was at E3 2018, where gameplay was shown, but we haven't seen much more than story trailers after that. Still, My expectations are high for this game. Just the setting and the look of it makes me want to know more. And now that we have a release date of July 17th, we'll soon have it in our hands. But it is surprising that we haven't heard much about this game still. I know that more information will be revealed soon, but when? Nevertheless, we will find out how the game is very soon. Okay, I have another confession to make. I have never played any of the Witcher games. Even though they sound like a game I would love, I just never got around to playing them. I guess it's another one to add to my gaming sins list. Cyberpunk, however, seems too good to ignore. The setting, Night City, seems to be huge from what we've seen, and will be filled with different NPCs to make it feel alive and bustling. And it really seems that CD Projekt Red are really trying to push gaming to new heights. And I feel like this game will be special. The gameplay seems to be fast paced and crazy, and even though I'm not a big fan of first person shooters, I do think this game will be the one that clicks with me. I mean, being able to customize your own version of the character you play as, and being able to make choices that will actually have an impact in the game is always good. And I guess having an array of cool weapons helps too. I am sure this game will be good, and looking at CD Projekt Red's track record, we have hardly any reason to doubt the quality of this game. I mean, the game even has Keanu Reeves in it.
We have a city to burn.
My most anticipated game is The Last of Us 2. Sorry, I mean Part 2. And I am sure that I am not the only one badly looking forward to this game. The Last of Us on PlayStation 3 had such a great story with such an impactful ending and made you think about if the right choice was made. And now we'll get to see the aftermath of that choice and how Joel and Ellie are living with it, and how the world around them has changed. I'm just looking forward to the story and the journey this sequel will take us through, and I can't wait. The gameplay looks better than ever, and even looks more violent than before. It looks gorier, which fits with the dark world this game is set in. And if the AI in the game actually does react to the player's actions as they showed in the gameplay preview, it will be awesome. Also, playing as Ellie this time round will be a good change. Like I mentioned before for CD Projekt Red, I have no doubt that this game will be good. Actually, knowing Naughty Dog's track record, this game will be nothing short of great. The trailer itself looks gorgeous and looks even darker than the first one. I am really looking forward to having this game in my hands, and there's not long to go now. Thanks for watching this video. What upcoming games are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and wash those hands.
I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna kill every last one of them.